Welcome to another section of our learning today. I just want to briefly address errors in second language learning. But before I continue, please follow me on TikTok, follow my page, my Facebook page, and the name is Blessing Ifunanya's education site. Blessing Ifunanya's education site. Join my Facebook group, Soul Healing Praises with Blessing. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Blessing Ifunanya. LinkedIn is still Blessing Ifunanya. Then Instagram, search for B Ifunanya. Join me and follow me. Okay, and please always watch my videos, share the videos, give your comments. I want to briefly address errors in second language learning. One may ask, why did I decide to address this issue? Yes, it is very much important that I address it because many people are discouraged in learning a target language, maybe because of so many mistakes they make or so many errors they commit. Yes, this video is aimed at encouraging the language learner not to be discouraged and to encourage the language teachers not to always frown at their students as they make mistakes or commit some errors while learning the target language. I'm not here to encourage you to continue making mistakes or committing errors, but to tell you that errors and mistakes have their own place in learning a second language. Language learning involves committing errors. Yes, you have to expect it. But in language learning, errors are inevitable. And many teachers of second language see errors as a nuisance that need to be eradicated. And it is good that I let you know that errors are evidence of a curative process in language learning, in which learners employ various strategies in learning a second language. Errors are a curative process. Errors also show that learners of a particular language are employing different strategies in learning the target language. So don't always be discouraged whenever you commit errors or make mistakes. And don't always be quick to condemn someone's grammar. Some people are highly sensitive to someone's grammar. Whenever someone is talking to them, they will be picking out errors. Even if they have their jotters or some exercise books with them, they can be writing them down. Anyway, I'm not trying to make you to be insensitive to errors, but it's just to tell you that in learning a particular language, you are bound to make mistakes or commit errors. And even professors of a particular language make mistakes. I hope I've made myself clear. Even as an experienced teacher of English, you may still find out some mistakes in my expression. When it comes to speech, speech is something that you can't easily withdraw. But in writing, you can withdraw your writing and edit it. So a lot of things can make someone make mistakes. But errors are gravy when they occur because You lack the competence. You lack a good knowledge of the rules that govern the language, and that is where we call it error. A deviation as a result of what? Lack of the knowledge of rules that govern the language. And mistakes, they are mainly performance error. Um, Competence errors are gravy because it shows that you don't have the knowledge. Why mistakes are performance error? Performance errors are not so gravy because performance error does not show that you don't know the language rules, but because of some factors around you make some mistakes. But when you come back to yourself or when you reorganize yourself, you'll be able to correct yourself. I hope I've made myself clear. Errors always anticipate errors in learning any target language. It may be English, it may be Spanish, it may be French, it may be any other human language. So, in learning every human language, errors are inevitable. Expect them. Okay? Even those that maybe will believe or will see as people that are well educated, they still make mistakes and commit errors. And I just want to encourage you to keep on moving forward. Errors, they show that you are in a creative process. The language is a creative process in the language, and it shows that you are experimenting or employing different strategies in your language learning. I hope this is useful to you. So don't always be judgmental, don't always be discouraged whenever you make mistakes or errors or you commit errors. Then Salinka 1969 outlined some benefits of errors in language learning. For the language teacher, errors indicate the learner's progress in language learning. Yes, if you are a teacher of language, of any language, any human language, you know that mistakes your students make, errors they commit show that they are making a progress in the language learning, in the language learning. They are progressing. Okay? Then for the language researcher, errors provide insight. It provides you with insight um, into how language is learned. Let's say, for instance, you're a researcher and you're observing how someone is learning a particular language. The person makes mistakes, commits errors. Your eyes will be open to know how language is learned. And for the language learner, errors get you involved in hypothesis testing. You know, every language is governed by some rules and some theories. And as you are learning the language, you keep on testing those rules and hypotheses in different settings and environments to know which one will work and which one will not work. So errors are very much important. Errors serve as a feedback, yes, in language learning. So if you are a teacher, don't always be harsh with your students or always condemn them because they are committing so many errors or making so many mistakes. I hope you're clear. And let me make this truth known to you that before you start learning a language, you have already acquired another language. You have already acquired your first language. So the language that is about to come in is in conflict with the already existing language in you. And that will give rise to many interferences at different levels, at a phonological, morphological, syntactic, at different levels of language learning. So the presence of the language that is already existing in you will bring about interferences. It will give rise to many errors and many mistakes. I hope you have clarified myself with this. Then coming to errors, we have two different types of errors: performance errors and competence errors. So in my next video, I'm going to look at performance errors, which are merely mistakes. In performance errors, the knowledge of the language rules is there, but just because of some circumstances around you, you make some mistakes. But in competence errors, you lack the knowledge. You don't know it. It's a deviation that occurs as a result of what lack of competence in the language, in the target language. So this video is aimed at addressing two issues: that errors are still beneficial in second language learning. Errors have their own benefits. And also, you, the language learner, don't be always quick to judge or condemn someone's grammar. And if you are a language teacher, so don't always be discouraged because of the mistakes your students make or some many errors they commit. So they have their own place in your teaching. So don't be discouraged. So share this video, give your comment, follow me on different social media platforms, and leave your comment. Know that errors still have their benefits in language learning. Don't always condemn someone's grammar. A professor of a particular language can make mistakes. Even I, as a teacher of English for years, you can still see some mistakes in my grammar. Now, that does not mean that I don't have the knowledge of the language rules. Either because of some circumstances, then you'll see the mistakes coming forth. Okay, thank you. Watch out for the next video. Bye.